What are the most important skills that your high school students or children need to develop in order to get to their dream college? If this is something you are interested in learning more about, keep on watching. Hi, welcome to the Classroom Without Walls channel. My name is Dr. AI. If this is the first time you hear me speak or watch me, thank you so much for stopping by. On this channel, I talk about the missing gaps in education so that parents can be prepared and can help their children become career ready and future ready by supplementing outside the classroom. I teach you what to supplement. I'm a professor turned entrepreneur. I work with teenagers and young adults to help them become career ready and life ready. So, what are the most needed skills to help teenagers and young adults to become career ready and life ready? To best explain those skills, we have to visit a very powerful and popular Adobe Study. In this Adobe Study, they surveyed and interviewed quite a number of people. And let me share the specific numbers with you. So the study was conducted in 2020. They surveyed 250 US college admissions decision makers and 250 US high school college placement counselors and 1,000 US high school students. Okay, so that is the survey part. And they also interviewed people. They interviewed 4 US college admissions decision makers and 4 US high school college placement counselors, okay? You don't have to remember all the specifics. You just need to know this is a big study. Knowing that how big the study is will add more impact and credibility to what I'm about to share with you so that you know what I'm about to share with you is not just based on one person's opinion. This is a solid study. So in this study, they highlighted a number of skills that are becoming more and more important over the last several years. And those skills are not necessarily related to academic. Shocker, right? And those skills are kind of outside of academia, okay? And you will see on this screen, they pointed a number of skills that are becoming more and more important over the last 3 to 5 years. And the number one skill that has become more important than before is interview. And the number 2, the second one is skills like communication and creativity. And the third skill is showing personality and authenticity. Those are the top 3. I absolutely agree, and I love all of them. So in the future videos, I will talk more about each of the top 3 elements. And today, I really want to focus on interview for a second. As a former college professor, I cannot agree more with this point. I worked with thousands of students. I spent 10 plus years in higher education, and I observed how much our students actually struggled with interviewing people. But when you think about it, our college or high school students, they spend the majority of their time socializing, interacting with their peers. And on top of that, there is this public pressure, there's this public fear that telling our children, do not talk to strangers, okay? I'm not here to argue right or wrong regarding that statement, but I'm here to make a point. Because of this fear to talk to strangers and because of our students' social network is mainly of people of the same age, they rarely have a chance to truly practice their interview skills, to truly practice their communication skills. That's why even by the time they graduate from college, they still struggle with effective and efficient communication. They still struggle with their interview skills. They still struggle with their public speaking skills simply because they never get to practice. And for this very reason, that's why at Classroom Without Walls, we are such an advocate of using social media, using the digital media tools that our students are already using to not only consume, but actually to create. And what you see on the screen right now is an overview of our tested and proven 3-step process to help teenagers and young adults become career ready and future ready. And the entire second phase is creation-focused project. And over the last several years, I have tested a number of creation-focused projects. There's one project that has generated consistent transformational change in all of my students, hundreds of my students across a wide range of discipline. It is a live streaming interview-based project. Okay, that's why I want to make sure that you really get this. Live streaming, it has to be interview-based. Okay, live streaming interview-based project. The reason that I want to stress that this has to be an interview-based project is because of partially this Adobe Study and also partially from the results that I'm seeing in my own students. If you can coach your high school students to launch a live streaming interview-based show and coach them to interview the professionals in a career that they are interested in pursuing. Like for example, if your high school kid is interested in becoming a professor or teacher, why don't you ask your kid to interview a few college professors and teachers out there? And as they do that live streaming interview, talking to the strangers, talking to people outside their age group, that, my friend, is the best way to help them develop their interview skills. And even there's another video that I did with my 10 years old son. He has been doing live streaming interviews with me since he was 8 years old. And so in this video, he actually shared how much live streaming interview has really helped him improve his interview skills, improve his communication skills. So I'm such an advocate of this, seeing the transformation in all of my students and in my own children. So I want to share this with you, parents. If you know how to do this, coach your students, coach your children to launch a live streaming interview-based show, interviewing professionals in their industry. And when it comes to live streaming, when it comes to interviewing, there are so many things that you have to take care of course. But one thing you absolutely have to take care of, which is software. What tools are you going to use to do the live streaming interview show? Over the last 4 years, I have been doing live streaming interview for 4 years. So over the last 4 years, I have tested and used pretty much all the third-party live streaming software out there. And there's one software that I absolutely love and I want to recommend, which is called Streamyard. Okay, and I actually have a link for you to check out Streamyard for free for 2 weeks. I only recommend tools that I personally love, I personally use, and there's no better tool than Streamyard to make it easier and without sacrificing the quality of your live streaming show than Streamyard. I want to emphasize how easy this is because, believe it or not, even though we think today's young people, they know everything about social media, that is not completely true. Many students actually struggle how to go live, how to use social media for career and professional purposes. Okay, so for all of those reasons, I highly recommend Streamyard. Give it a try, and I highly recommend this live streaming interview-based project because this is the best way. I have done the research. I have been doing this for quite a few years so that you don't have to do this. I have tested this for you. This is the best way to help a high school student or even college age student to improve their interview skills. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and in my next video, I will be talking more about the second and the third important skills that mentioned in the Adobe Study to really help high school students get to their dream school, which is communication, creativity, and personality and authenticity. So if you want to check out the other video, make sure to subscribe and turn on the notification, so when I release a new video, you will be notified. And also, there is a calendar link if you are interested in learning more about our curriculum at Classroom Without Walls. And I do free career assessment for teenagers and young adults, free of charge, but it is going to be the best 30 or 40 minutes that you're going to spend in your life. So thank you so much.